And welcome, welcome back to another episode of my Purdue Boilermakers Dynasty here on College Football 26. We are in year 6, 10-1, the number 3 team in the country, taking on the Indiana Hoosiers. Big rivalry game. We're substantially better than them at this point. They have not recruited well. I'm sure they're going to have a lot of holes. This is obviously a big game because we're still fighting to make our third straight Big Ten championship appearance. We have Michigan taking on Ohio State. I don't know who UCLA is playing, actually, now that I think about it. Who is UCLA playing? Yeah, Michigan's at Ohio State. UCLA is at Washington, and we're taking on the Hoosiers. Got to think all three of those teams would be favored. If I'm going to the Big Ten championship game, I would rather play Michigan for something different. UCLA is technically a little bit better roster, but we've got to win our game first. We're going to Indiana. We're coming off of a big blowout victory over Michigan, a game that just kind of got away from the Cornhuskers. We just dominated them defensively in the second half. We fell behind 10-0. They just really could not get anything going. They were really, really bad on third downs. We were not great on third downs, but we did enough, Sampson threw an interception, but largely was accurate otherwise. Pretty good run game, and we got our guys the ball out in space. So we've had a relatively easier schedule after kind of this gauntlet that ended with Penn State. Michigan State at the time was really good, but they were kind of fool's gold with that, obviously. Have not won a game since we played them. Let's take a look at the Hoosiers. How they've kind of gotten here. They're obviously just 2-9. Should not be a whole lot that they have going for them that really scares you. They got smashed by Notre Dame. Of course, we got beat by Notre Dame as well. They lost to an FCS team. Okay. Beat East Carolina. They are coming off of a win over Northwestern. Got body bagged by pretty much everybody on this schedule. And lost to an FCS team. So not a lot going for them here. Let's take a look at the roster. Then we'll take a look at the sliders that I kind of have just so y'all see the starting point that we're at right now. Decent enough quarterback here in J.J. Berlin. Good athlete, but really weak arm. Accuracies are kind of all over the place here. Pretty good over the middle. Not a great break sack guy, but he's got some speed to him. Miguel Carvalho, okay, we know that name. He's playing a running back for them. He never took a carry for us, though, right? Played in one game. Never took a carry for us. Has been solid for them, though. 10 touchdowns, 800 yards rushing. Okay, good to see him have success. Really, really bad wide receiver room with no explosiveness. Tight ends have some decent athleticism to them. Offensive line is not good. Defensive line is not good. Okay, pretty solid linebacker here in Ryan Bolt. Good athlete here in Ray Bullitt. Cornerbacks are not good. Pretty good free safety in Brendan Folk, but he's got 77 speed. And then Devontae Gillespie, okay, we know him, transferred from us. He has ended up being a guy. I can't remember if he just regularly transferred or if we encouraged it. He had one career tackle with us, spent a couple of years with Arkansas State where he looked like he was solid. Then playing for Indiana this year. But yeah, not a whole lot of athleticism on this team. This is a really, really bad matchup for Indiana. Take a look at the sliders that we've got going on here. This is Matt 10's most recent set as of, let's see, I'm recording this December 30th, so as of December 29th when I input these in. I did lower the run block and pass block for users. I think I have the ball secured a little bit higher. I think I put the tackle down a little bit. Largely, we're really close to what he is rocking with. I have them with better run blocking. I think better pass blocking. Maybe the pass blocking is the same, but I know I boosted their run blocking. Computer's run blocking a little bit. Their pass defense and their pass coverage. I left the special teams the same. I did not follow his sliders there. And then, the penalty sliders down here at the bottom. But I think all the rest of this, maybe the injuries is something that he doesn't have. I don't know if I double check that, but everything else should be right in line with what he has got going on. Some weird sliders here like the holding and the offsides and the roughing the passer all kind of changed some different things behind the scenes apparently. I don't know that I ever had the penalty sliders actually done for him. But I've taken his sliders. To me, Matt 10 is, is who Mr. Hurricane uses. To me, he's the best, college football slider guy in the game. It made them a little bit more difficult just because of where the team is at this current stage. I know I've had a couple of comments at this point in the last season. So I've really worked on trying to make the sliders more difficult. I feel like when we were playing games, up to our level, they were a little bit more difficult. The LSU game was a little surprising. But, 3 points to TCU, 3 points Notre Dame, just kind of put it on Ohio State. But a 3-point game with Oregon, 3-point game with Penn State. So I do think as we head into the playoffs, really, really excited because I've taken, his sliders and kind of upped them up a notch in difficulty. Really excited to see how that plays out. I don't know that this game is going to be a great indication for the success of these sliders, but let's take on Indiana. I think I've done this. They don't have anything. Okay. Let's hop into it, though. See if we can get us a win, and then we'll see whether or not we make the Big Ten championship game. I don't know what the tiebreakers and everything are. We've been listed ahead of Michigan the entire time. We're also ranked higher than them, despite having a loss while they're undefeated. Let's see if we can, clinch an undefeated regular season here in the Big Ten, and try to have success from there. That's really all we can do. We have. I guess if we somehow lost this game and then we still made it to the Big Ten championship game and lost that, we could potentially be out of the playoffs. I think for all intents and purposes, I do think that we have clinched a playoff spot here. And right now we're just trying to get back to the Big Ten championship game for the third consecutive year. 39 degrees. See if we can do a little damage here. Tranquil is going to take this one up from about the 1 yard line, of Tranquil almost caught a seam there. Beat them 48-13. We've won every time we have played them here in the series. Really sucks that they ended up, especially with the success they've had in real life, this maybe not being quite as, big a game. I think this is a team we're really going to be able to stretch down the field. Sampson takes it. We'll play action here. We'll take a sack on the first play. Trying to set up a deep ball shot. Did not work out there on that play. 5-yard sack there. Behind the change, and my quarterback is cold. Carry over. Okay. Could not get to the outside. Loss of 4. We've lost 9 yards on our first 2 plays. 3rd and 19. We're going to try to stretch the field here, though. Pressure gets there again. So, as bad a start as I think I've had in this series, lose 9 yards on our first 2 plays, and pressure there on that down. All right. Indiana forces a punt. Start things off. I think we're going to have a lot of success defensively in this game because I don't think that they're going to be able to consistently block us. I want to shut down Carvalho too, Pressure's trying to get there. Coverage sack all the way. A loss of 10. Morton brings him down. Right now we have the 4th best recruiting class. They're at 114th. Like, that is kind of what has happened to them in this series. They have not recruited well at all. Handoff up the middle. Carvalho gets a decent carry there. Gain of 9. I'm going to call it 10. It's now a 3rd and 11. They're not great at wide receiver. They're going to play this trying to get pressure on him. Pressure starts to come through. That's a decent enough pass. Both teams go 3 and out. Carvalho's got really good other stats. He's not particularly fast. A really good change of direction, agility. He's a guy I wanted to keep. It just didn't work out, you know, trying to make that happen. DeAndre Smith. Let's see if we can actually get into positive yardage here. Right now, we're 9 yards in the hole. Straight up carry to Stenerud. And a 2. 2 wide receivers on the field. Gant in motion. Dump this out to Stenerud. Nothing there. 3rd and 8. Run a little screen off here to Tranquil. Could not get just the one guy making a play. We got 3 and out our first 2 possessions against Indiana. Now it's going to make y'all think that my sliders have been crazy easy. Pretty much the same set, you know, stuff we've been working with the whole time, but trying to make things a little bit more difficult. So far, it is certainly looking that way. You're talking about very, very slight adjustments to the sliders, though. So far, Indiana doing the thing defensively, though. One play, Wolf shuts it down. And a 1 on that one. Thing is, I don't know, without their big explosive, I don't know how they consistently gain yardage against us. RPO, that's one way. 86 with a good block. And the RPO coming to the inside. Indiana picks up the first down of the game. Read option. Ooh, Sly. Almost kills Berlin there. I'm gonna double mug pressure here. Play action, big sack here. Kyle Riggs. What a pickup he has been. Now you're at a 3rd and 15. We'll play coverage here. See if Boykin or somebody can get after Berlin here. Okay, not a good pass. Ends up hitting one of his wide receivers there in the head. Does anybody remember Brock Berlin? Do I have anybody on the channel that recognizes that name? Former Miami quarterback? Florida quarterback? Maybe he transferred between the two? Supposed to be a stud. Never ended up really working out. Let's get this offense going. Sampson's no longer cold, which is good. Big burst. Stenerud breaks a tackle. There we go. Our first down. It's a nice 23-yard carry there for Stenerud. Now we can kind of start getting this thing going. 3 wide receivers. Send Smith in motion. It's a handoff to him. Got speed. Cuts to the inside. It's a gain of 8. Just going to run it here on 2nd down. Stenerud gets the 1st down. Really should be a game we should be able to run the football, I think, with consistency. Here, it's another nice hole. Stenerud can't quite beat the angle there, but man, this run game all of a sudden is rolling. Sampson takes the snap. Underneath it, Tranquil makes the grab. I was hoping to take a shot play there to pass go, but played that. Underneath here to Smith. Inside the 10. All of a sudden, this offense is finally getting something going here. Gonna run a little QB run game. Taking this up, maybe got a yard on that. Takes it. Tried to get that out to Gant. Covered up pretty well there by 27. Third and goal. Inside to Pasco. Can't break the tackle though. Nice form tackle. Coach wants to go for this. Fourth and goal from the 5. With a better team. Should not have done it. I don't know if Brody's got the speed here. Does not. Fourth down conversion fails. Indiana picks up a sack. They covered that really well from what I saw. They had inside leverage on Pasco. You're kind of looking for the slant here. That one gets thrown off. Got a safety there. Oh, I could have maybe gotten it to Gant. I didn't work my progression all the way over to him, though. Cut. All right. Indiana is going to keep this a 0-0 game through the first quarter. That's insane. Okay. Playing well defensively, getting some pressure. Thought Sampson maybe had enough speed to really turn that play into something, but did not. Only averaging 4 yards of play. Offensively, we've gone 3 and out twice. Went for it on a 4th down, and that did not work out. There at the goal line. Should have kicked the field goal. You're a substantially better team, though, at the same time. Like, kind of expect your guys to make some plays in those spots. Kyle Riggs back there almost got a tackle for loss safety coming through clean on the blitz, but we're able to get the handoff to Carvalho. 3rd and 9. Really good block. Nice, really good blocking. Nice throw there over the middle. Actually, not a great throw, but it worked out. Overeem able to bring it in. Play action. Comes through, and it's going to be a sack there for Higgins. Might be his first career sack. 2nd and 15. Keep him behind the chains. Play action deep. Oh, and he's going to step up. What a play. What a play. That's a really bad tackle. That's on me. What a play from Berlin. Look at this pressure. Everybody is coming around him. He just kind of steps up in the pocket. Then they're starting to get blocked again. I don't get off the block with Wolf there in time. Honestly, I'm kind of like half looking at everybody else, looking to see who's going to get the sack. Berlin comes up, makes a really nice play. That guy just comes unglued there. Comes open against the zone. Okay. Indiana going to pull off this upset. Gordon shuts that down. That's going to be a fumble. Indiana recovers, though. Might be playing a little bit too much with fire here. And they're doing a really nice job of holding blocks, but sent everybody deep. Nothing he could really work with there. Makes a big sack. Now it's a 3rd and 27. They should not be able to consistently block us up front. Sack comes again, yeah. Already got 5 sacks. I mean, their offensive line against our defensive line, plus the pressures we send, should not have any success against us from that standpoint, because the wide receivers in general are not going to be good enough in man coverage to create a ton of separation in big plays, is my opinion, at least right now. Really, the bigger problem is certainly this offense that we have got to get going. Should have taken the points on the last drive. Speed with Smith. I think he's going to outrun 19 with the angle. Touchdown. Getting the ball to your playmakers with speed against this secondary is crucial. 7-0 lead. Now we might finally be getting something going. Easy little wide receiver screen touchdown there. 7-0. If you're Indiana, you know that going to come with a lot of pressure. Run play, read option, just shut down again. They are putting this quarterback in really bad spots, in my opinion. I think we're going to send just 4 here on this play. Going to cover 2. I don't really like the way it's openly set up here. We'll see. Going underneath Ali. And Riggs with an easy tackle for loss there. We can kind of go back to a cover 4, cover 3 look here. Have 2 backs in the backfield. Shut down. Just a 1-yard gain, and Indiana's going to have to punt again. I don't know if they can stress us out enough throwing the football. So even if our offense is kind of lackadaisical right now and unsuccessful, I just don't know if they can consistently stress us offensively. Not a good throw there from Sampson. Don't really allow Pasco to get going there on that play. That wide. Spurlock breaking a tackle is going to get the first down. Try to tiptoe and stay in bounds there. Pasco's going to come in motion. Little play action. Going to try to float this, but overthrows Smith. Wanted to take the shot there. Pasco comes in motion again. Quick read out to Gant. Bad play there from 19. Their best player on defense, arguably. Breaks it bigger after the catch play. Oh no, I pressed the wrong button and it might still work out. Gant can't bring it in. Press the wrong button and that should have been a touchdown. If I bulled it, that might actually be a touchdown. Trent Will, yep, that's not a good play. Tried to make a great pass, and he does to Smith. We grab down. All right, at this point, we've already gone for it on another 4th down. Let's do so again. We are really having a hard time against them. I'm telling you. Out to Gant, drops the ball. You are kidding me, guys. Oh. Rivalry action. Nice run from Carvalho. Really nice run there. Good pass to his tight end. His throws are a little high. I'll say that. Throws are a little high. That can cause interceptions and stuff if this stuff starts getting away from him. Pressure starts to come through. Trying to break down and tackle Carvalho has proven a problem. Two-minute warning, and this is a 7-0 game. This is shocking. We are able to get the screen away. Nice tackle there from Sermon. Where you got to get off the field right here. Make the play, guys. Goodness gracious. A 3rd and 4 breaks 2 tackles against the first down. We're hurried up. We're going to press. I think it's some pressure. Pressure's going to come through, and it's another sack. Huge loss there of 22 yards. Now we're going to call a timeout. 6 first-half sacks. Defense has been exactly what I thought it was going to be today. Indiana's had a couple of really nice plays. That's been largely it. Pressure starting to come through again. It's another sack. There's no way they don't just run the football here, right? Pistol set here. This is almost certainly a run. Actually, throw it. Pressure almost comes again. All right. We need to score offensively right here. Indiana gets the ball to start the second half, if I'm not mistaken. Got to get a block there, guys. A really bad day for this offense so far. We can't get anybody going. I mean, shout out to them. They're making plays. This is crazy. Just no success. Let's see if we can get Smith out of space. Kind of speed to maybe break this for this 3rd and 15. Cuts back to the inside. DeAndre Smith, huge 3rd down conversion there. I'll hurry up. Oh, almost intercepted. That was a really bad throw. I'm just trying to get that like out of bounds. Essentially, almost was a disaster. Good float there to Pasco. Gotta hurry it up. I mean, to not. About to say, I called the hurry up. I don't want to get screwed over. Send some pressure here. We'll dump this off. Just get out of bounds. Third and 3. Try to get this out to Stenerud, who's going to take it in. This offense has been really slow starting. Defense has been outstanding, though. 14-0 lead here. Really nice offensive drive there. Sampson, these wide receivers, is able to play with more athleticism there, kind of getting him out of the pocket, trying to make some things work down the field. It works out on that drive. Hoosiers get the ball to start the second half. Really crucial. We don't somehow give up a big play here. They are going to throw it. Pressure starting to get there, and it's going to be picked off by Riggs. He gets a block from Treadwell, and Kyle Riggs takes it in. Pick 6. Should have ran the football. Now, all of a sudden, pressure gets there to Berlin right as he goes to release this. Morton, Morton finally comes through, hits him right there. I'm guessing he's trying to just throw this underneath the 27 is my guess. Maybe he's trying to throw it over the top. It ends up going right to Riggs. Treadwell just happens to be in a really good spot there. Form a pick in a weird way. 21-0. What has been, to me, a really disappointing offensive first half. The defense has been great, though. I'm Indiana. I'm taking a knee here. They are not going to, though. Wow. This crowd is silent. This was a 7-0 game at the 2-minute warning. Now it's 21-0 heading into the half. off to Carvalho. Make the tackle, guys. Make the tackle. We do. Okay. 21-0 heading into the halftime. Obviously, a really disappointing offensive first half. Less than stellar play there for sure. Dalton Slide now, 202 career tackles. We found some explosiveness certainly with DeAndre Smith. Kind of got Pasco going there late. Yeah, 21-0 lead here at halftime. Hold on 1 second, getting a work call. Sorry, we are back. Make sure my audio and everything is back. Now I got another work phone call. Hold on again. per minute. So, see if we can get through here. We can. Obviously, a 21-0 lead here. Heading into the second half, the defense has been tremendous. Almost scored as many points as the offense has thus far. Play over here. There we go. Nice tackle from Sermon. Berlin has negative 58 yards rushing. I'd be shocked if they're not negative yardage for the game. Let's go back to play coverage here. Carvalho is serious. He is a player. Oh, good field tackle. Indiana trying to get something going here to start the third quarter. Come on, guys. Ooh. On sliding. Really nice tackle there. See if we can send a little pressure here. Pressure starting to climb, and it is going to be a big sack. The 8th one on the day. Some of these programs here in the Big Ten have done a really poor job, like recruiting. Northwestern, Indiana, Illinois has kind of strangely stayed pretty solid, but nothing crazy. Give me just one more little second. Let me try to have my phone die. Hold on one second. And my phone died on the last word call. Hold on one second. All right, I'm back. Really, really sorry about that. Just had some work stuff going on. Apologies, but we are back here to, y'all probably just got to hear my dog whine. We are back to finish this off. Should be good now. Sorry about that. My phone died and then I had to call my boss again. But all right, 1st and 10. Can we get this offense like fully going? I cannot. If that play like works, it works well. If you can't get that throw off, it is a little tough. 21-0. The defense is certainly doing their part. About this offense. Good run from Stenerud. Almost broke that one for a really big gain. Three wide receivers. Pasco comes across. Golly. Just in a funk myself offensively, just not playing well. Keep it simple. All of a sudden now we're also dropping the football. Sampson cold. There's Smith, first down. 15 has been our best form of offense today, which is kind of crazy. It really has been. I'm gonna try this just from the short side. I don't really do this to the short side much, but I'm gonna kind of get it in number one's hands. What am I doing? That's a terrible throw. Terrible decision there. Misread that one bad. 3rd and 2, pretty much 4-down territory here. Run to Stenerud's going to make sure it's a first down here. Play action. DeAndre Smith, man. What a play. Had to kind of throw that one. I probably should have dumped it off to the tight end. Man, though. 15's had himself a day. QB run game here again. Sneaks through for a couple of yards. Just can't seem to really get that one going for whatever reason. Oh, I called the wrong play. Was not really expecting that, so I had no idea what anybody was even doing. Yeah, that's... Y'all are watching some supreme gameplay here. Stenerud brings it in. 4th and goal from the 2. Inside, Pasco drops it. I mean, this just been a really bad day offensively. Really bad day. 0 for 3 on 4th downs. We have bullied them all up and down the field, but yeah, just has been a dreadful day offensively, in my opinion. Considering who we're playing, this is almost an FCS level kind of caliber team. We have stunk it up. One play here, Carvalho trying his best to make something happen. An Indiana player banged up.
Ready, fight. 42 Spider. 42 Spider.
Safety, let's go. Defense is playing their tails off. This offense, though. Offense has scored 14 points. Defense has scored 9. Or is responsible for 9, counting the extra points, obviously. I mean, what are we doing offensively? Should have gotten a little wider on that carry. 2nd and 7. Segwu makes the catch. Almost broke a trio of tackles there. 3rd and 1. I don't know if we can get this to work. A little bit of problem here. There we go. Finally, a nice pass play. Just barely got that one. Felt like I barely got it off. Always get nervous kind of running those plays there when they're in that goal line defense. And off here to Smith. Three just made a great play. Got inside the block there. Where can we take a shot? Stenerud just could not kind of get free there. It should have been a decent play. 3rd and 10. This offense has been really, really bad today. Screen to Tranquil is going to get the first down. Offense has just been bad. I don't think I'm particularly playing well either, and that's not helping literally anything. That is a bad play. That is a bad read. 2nd straight game with a Brody Sampson interception. That is a RPO. That is a run all the way. That's a run all the way. Like, I don't know if the run would have been very successful, but it'd been better than that. Okay. This is crazy. Crazy. Should have been taking the field goals when I could have taken them. Just, wow. Okay. Into the 3rd quarter, Indiana has found a way to at least be in the vicinity of the game here. I am shell-shocked. I have not played this poorly offensively in a while. I don't think I've made a worse decision than I just did there on that RPO, like since season 2 or 3 maybe. That was a really bad decision. We have had this from time to time in this series, the occasional, not maybe to this level, but relatively playing down to our competition, and we play up when we play teams like Ohio State. I don't know if maybe it's me kind of coming in and making the assumptions that this was just going to be a scalding. I have not played well. That's a big play. Good play. Inside slant, number 5. Able to take this in for the Hoosiers. Go for 2 here. Handoff. It's going to get in. Carvalho, it's 23-8. It's time to go get points, guys. It's time to go get that. Time to stop playing around. Let's go get points right here. Good throw to Zegwu. Big play. Big throw to Pasco, but can't bring it in. Okay. DeAndre Smith has been by far our best player offensively. Get through there, golly. Stenerud inside the 10. Probably should have been running the ball with him a little bit more today as well, I would guess. Inside, Pascoe gets in. All right, nice answer there from the offense. Been a quiet day for Pascoe. I've not gotten him going at all. Nice response after what was nearly a pick six. Indiana gets on the board. We finally go and do something offensively. I want to credit this as just rivalry week shenanigans. If Indiana had a better football team, I'd have gotten blown out the stadium today. This is not a good game for me. Has not been a good game for me. Still got plenty of time to mess this up. Good play there from Riggs. Two backs in the backfield. We're going to send our linebackers. We're starting to come through, but Berlin makes a heck of a play. Now he's scrambling out to the side. I don't really understand that. He has negative 71 yards. I don't know why he didn't scramble up there. Kind of that. I think it's a glitch that's going on with that right now. Something this patch said broke. Throw over, almost picked off there by Sermon. Indiana's going to punt it. Defense is pretty much, done what they were supposed to do today. This is a team that is heavily overmanned. Defense has been outstanding. Just this offense has just been dreadful, to be honest with you. It's been awful. Quickly in there to Gant. That's a block, and Gant gets a block from Pascoe. Does he have the speed? 67-yard touchdown. And now the final score is going to look like we really played well when we did not. 37-8. Little RPO jab. That play is nothing more than how bad they are athletically in the secondary. I want to get an opportunity to run the ball a little bit more here, so I'd like a stop. Good throw. That's a fumble. Big hit from Ali. We create another turnover. Defense has been outstanding, man. Ali, look at this hit. Get this out to Carvalho. Riggs has kind of got him hemmed up, and Ali just lays the boom there. Wow. I don't necessarily know if that was for sure a fumble. They're not going to check it. And off the stump. I think that's his first carry of the game. Doing nothing with it. And off Stenerud. Not a lot there. A gain of 2, though. Underneath Tranquil. We just take the points here. Let's just take the points. Been so bad on 4th down today. I think I just missed that field goal. Nope. Okay. 40-8. If somebody like strolls to the end and looks at the score, they're gonna be like, "Oh, just another easy blowout." This was tough. We really have struggled offensively in this game. I don't have a good answer as to why. Like, I don't think I have not played very well, which is certainly part of it, but golly. Come on. Certainly don't want them scoring again. We'll get the ball back. Nice read option. Really nice read option. Look at him go. He's got some burst and stuff to him. Not a bad. He's a good athlete. Strictly just running the football and stuff. Sermon has gotten 8 alive by number 5.
Okay, ready?
Man-to-man coverage, 5 has lit Sermon up today. Carvalho has certainly made some noise and made some plays here as well.
On the ready. Green 25.
Pressure all around him, almost another interception there.
On the double.
Certainly 4 down territory.
Jackrabbit.
Screenplay. There we go. Nice job, guys. On this overload. Have not run that yet today. Let's see if we can get this to work.
Cricket.
I have not seen a zone blitz the entire game. Oh, it should have been picked off again by Riggs, but it is a 4th down stop regardless.
Ready, set.
Been a, yeah, this was an interesting game. Stenner, come on. Not getting enough blocking
On the set.
some of these run plays.
Let's go.
There we go. Nice cut back there. He's going to put him over 100 yards. Okay, this is the 2-minute warning.
Ready, break.
We'll try a little toss action.
Come on.
Go. 8 and 9.
Ready. Here we go.
Didn't quite get the first down there.
Okay, break.
Just a trap right at him right here.
Easy.
First down for Stenerud. That'll be the game. Let's take a knee. Let's just get out of here. This was, I know what the score says. Really disappointed, though, in the way the offense played in this game. Gonna need a lot more than that, you know, as we move forward. Defense put us in a lot of good positions. We've really struggled on 4th down. I feel like we struggled on 3rd down as well. You know, threw a near pick 6 with Sampson. The run game was a little inconsistent. And they got pressure on us, man. I think they kind of surprisingly did a lot of better things than what I was expecting them to do. I want to see if I can maybe see if we can maybe find. No. I want to find like Riggs tackling Carvalho. I think would be cool. Just a lot of sacks and stuff. Up on that side. Yeah, but we swarmed him really consistently today. It's a great game for DeAndre Smith. Not going to be anything I can really use here. Actually, Mess it up. Come on. I think something like that. Kind of cool. We get the dub. Get the win. Nice to do that. We're going to play for the Big Ten championship game. We don't deserve it, really, after that offensive performance there. I didn't look at the stats again. I think this is the second straight video now I've done that. Get a commitment from Cam Talbot, 4-star running back. We're going to jump into the stats, don't worry. Kyle Riggs is your Big Ten Defensive Player of the Week. Had a pick 6. Makes sense. Might be the National Defensive Player of the Week. He is. We're going to be playing UCLA as the number 1 and number 2 teams for literally the 3rd year in a row. That's insane. That's insane. 3 straight years, the exact same matchup there. Let's go back and look at the stats here. $40-8 with the win. We beat them in every stat. They had 208 yards of offense. We only had 386. Both teams were really bad on 3rd down. We were 1 for 5 on 4th down. I could have swore it was worse than that. Okay. Won the turnover battle. 1 time of possession. I'm looking at the wrong game. Why did that pull up Nebraska? I know I was on Indiana there. I didn't think Indiana had 200 yards of offense. 508 to 131. Yeah, they had 131 yards of offense. Ended up with negative yards rushing. A bunch of sacks, obviously, for us. We were 6 for 12 on 3rd downs. They were 3 for 12 on 3rd downs. We were 0 for 3 on 4th downs. Really hurt us there. Really bad, red zone percentage. Yeah, I mean, we beat them really bad because our defense dominated this game. Sampson, 391 yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 pick on 65% completion percentage. Took 3 sacks in this game. Stenerud does go over 100 yards. Smith had a decent run. The other one was not necessarily great. Stump ends up with 0 yards on 1 carry. Negative yards, obviously, for Sampson. It's the big DeAndre Smith game. 7 for 162 on a score. Gant, 2 catches, 79 on a score. Pasco, 8 for 61 and a touchdown. Stenerud had a receiving touchdown as well. Zegwu had a couple of really nice plays. I think Tranquil had a decent day. Really struggled with drops in this game, though. The offensive line was not great in this one. Simple and Rich each give up sacks. Defensively, Morton had a really nice game. 9 tackles, 7 tackles for loss, 2.5 sacks. That's an outstanding performance. Ruggins was really good. Riggs was obviously great. Had the pick 6. Howard got the fumble recovery. Ali, I feel like, was good. I mean, the only guy I think that really kind of struggled in this one was Sermon. Not that he was terrible or anything, but certainly struggled a little bit in that game in man-to-man coverage. Berlin completed 68% of his passes, 1 touchdown, 1 pick, just 144 yards, but he took 9 sacks in this game. Carvalho tried his best for sure and ended up having the forced fumble come from Ali there at the end, but I think he's a relatively special player. But yeah, Lonnie Williamson carved up Sermon in man-to-man coverage. A lot of just slant plays and stuff which are going to work against man a lot of the times, but not really a lot else to write about here. Defensively for them, they did get pressure and sacks. Bullitt, Finley, and Tompkins. Interception was Darrell Grimes. Almost took that back for a pick 6. Just a really, really bad decision by me. Really nothing more, nothing less. Let's take a look now at the scores. I got to make sure I'm doing the box score before I do the thumbnail. I'm so used to kind of just skipping through that. At TCU over Kansas, Ohio State upsets Michigan, 21-15. Big win there for the Buckeyes. Michigan offense kind of flattened out there. Georgia over Georgia Tech. Virginia Tech over Virginia. Should clinch their berth in the college football playoff. Western Kentucky over Liberty. Oklahoma State over Colorado. Tennessee over Vanderbilt. LSU by 2 points over Texas A&M, Miami of Ohio over Toledo, Tulsa over Navy, SMU by 1 point over Pittsburgh. Wow. Pittsburgh's first loss of the season. UCLA by 3 over Washington. USC beats Notre Dame, hands them their 3rd loss of the year. Two really good teams there. Obviously, Notre Dame beat us this year. Alabama by 11 over Auburn, had Clemson over South Carolina. There's our game, and then North Texas over Rice. Take a look at the players of the week. Kyle Riggs, obviously. Cameron Traylor was the offensive player of the week nationally for Miami. And Tevin Scales gets it there again for Michigan State. Heisman watch. We won't look at the awards watch list. Danny Cook is all the way up, despite a 1-point loss. Yeah, these guys like Texas, Missouri State, Texas Tech had bye weeks, and it was enough to get passed up there by Cookus here at the end. Take a look at our season stats now. So Sampson, 333, I just say 76% completion percentage, 3,600 yards, 37 touchdowns, 7 picks, thrown 2 in the last 2 games though. Stump, solid game. Stenerud, really nice season. Him and Pasco have the exact, okay, no. Quiet game for Pasco. Things have certainly kind of slowed down. The reception number is still sky high. He's going to very likely maybe break his own record from last year, I think. Receptions have certainly remained high for him. I don't know, 147 receptions is a lot. Not as good a year as he had last year. Have not been able to get him a ton of scores, but he's always 1 or 2 games away from really spiraling on that. DeAndre Smith's first massive game of the year has really helped his season stats. Gant had the one big splash play, 67 yards, got his 8th touchdown. Tranquil has going to end up with more yards than Hennessy. Hennessy's got more touches. Just never really been able to get that Z receiver really going in this offense. Riggs leading the way in tackles by a long shot, slide, Treadwell kind of behind him. Tackles for loss, Ruggins is closing in on Riggs after his pretty big game there. Ruggins up to 9 sacks, Wolf at 8.5. So somebody's probably going to get to double digits here. Then Riggs now with 4 interceptions, certainly an All-American. What a pickup he has been from Notre Dame. It's a really nice work there. And let's see, we got another commitment here from this running back. Cam Talbot, I'm hoping is going to end up being a really good, change of direction guy. Good acceleration, not a lot of top-end speed, so I'm hoping he just has some good caps, to be honest with you. I'm always trying to add at least a body to that running back room just in case we do have transfers and stuff. Let's go ahead and simulate over now to Conference Championship weeks. We'll kind of just take a look at what the matchups are. Get another commitment here from Derek Runyon. Gives us our new kicker heading into next year, which is great. Obviously, nothing is going to change since the only game that was played was Army-Navy. And it is Navy beating Army. Both teams really not being great this year. Just 5 wins combined between them, but beat them 27-0. And here are your conference championship matchups. Got North Texas versus Tulsa in the American. Got Clemson versus Pitt in the ACC. BYU versus TCU in the Big 12. Us versus UCLA, again, as the number 1 and number 2 teams for the 3rd straight year, which is absolutely insane. UCLA has not been beaten yet this season. In the Conference USA, you got Western Kentucky and Jack State. In the MAC, you got Miami of Ohio and Western Michigan. In the Mountain West, you got Northern Illinois and Hawaii. In the SEC, you got Tennessee versus LSU, a really fun matchup there. And then in the Sun Belt, you got Troy versus App State. We have certainly clinched our spot in the college football playoff. Michigan should be in. So as far as your Big Ten teams, UCLA, Purdue, Michigan, and USC, all those teams should clinch. TCU is a team that we played earlier in the year. LSU is a team we played earlier in the year. We're able to win both of those games. So playing the tougher schedule in the front half of the season, obviously the second half of the season has been a little bit lighter. But yeah, that's what we got. Again, sorry for the work phone calls. Heading into New Year's Eve for my job can be a little chaotic, so just trying to kind of get ahead and have some discussions with that is great. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Leave me feedback down below. Definitely interested to see. Hopefully we have a little bit better offensive play. This UCLA team, we've kind of beaten up on the last 2 years in this matchup. We'll see what happens here. But, that's going to do it for me today. Leave me feedback down below. Again, sorry for all the work phone calls. But thank y'all so much for watching and for tuning in. And until next time, peace.